I didn't see him throw him out, but you can't argue balls and strikes, so he's obviously been thrown out. Yes, he has. He has been thrown out.
Go 3-2. Called strike 3. Marsh cannot believe it. He is livid with C.V. Buckner. That was well inside. He's got a case.
They're still chirping, John. How are we going to get through this series without things boiling over?
I don't know. I don't know. Good TV, right?
They're here for the people.
Finishes his night with his second.
Well, 1-2 Abreu. The Orioles commit their second error in as many innings. Well,
Oh, yeah.
all right. Somebody.
I'm not going to listen to you. Or maybe it's Alex.
Not everybody's going to jump out to the great start and the great year right away. But now's a time where, as you said, you get hot. Wow. Speaking of getting hot.
Which is rare.
Very.
And that is in there for strike 3, and Xander is upset. Here comes Cora as he is called out on strike 3.
I mean, that is wildly out of character for Bogaerts.
That was a awfully late grant of time. Well, didn't seem to throw Fairbanks off his rhythm. 2 strikeouts in the inning. Oh, Chirinos right now is yapping at Fairbanks, Andy Fletcher. And then here's after the last pitch. All right, so Fairbanks is jawing at him. Again, why Pete Fairbanks is mad at Chirinos.
Wants that one back. He's not getting cheated much. A little back and forth right there. Well, Bumgarner doesn't like. Bumgarner. And a big bat flip for a leadoff walk. And a long look down toward Contreras.
Swing and a miss. And now LeMahieu not happy with the home plate umpire. And I'll tell you what, Merzel gave him some latitude. He did not throw him out right away. And now Aaron.
This is a continuation of a discussion that was held when Germán came off the mound at the end of the 3rd inning. A long discussion after he was checked by first base umpire James Hoy, who's the crew chief. Afterward, now this is at the end of the top of the 3rd, a glove on now, but something was amiss as he was checked coming off the mound to Aaron Boone. And so Germán came out to start his warm-up tosses, and their judgment is to Germán and Aaron Boone.
If it has to be that long of a discussion, that means something. There's smoke, there's fire. And he had to call the other 3 umpires for help.
And Rocco, I'd be surprised if he doesn't get ejected. And there he goes. And I think he's got a really good point. There was some reason that Germán was stopped for an extended check along the first baseline as he exited the mound.
As strike 3 called, and Chisholm is upset again. And now he's been run. Well, Jeff Nelson had a couple of opportunities to throw him out in the 3rd inning. And after Chisholm decided to bark again in the 3rd. It's the 3rd time he's flipped his bat away, thinking it was ball 4. Only to be called back. This time, Jeff had no patience. Yeah. And I think that's probably what's.
Manny was not ready. Wow. So with 8-7 back out at the pitcher. 3, it's a strike. The count was 3-2.
Oh, no.
And Bob ejected.
Was it Machado or Melvin who was ejected? Somebody just got tossed. Must have been Manny there. Last comment came from Manny.
1-2 to the plate.
Strike 3.
Strike 3 called way off of the plate. Andy Fletcher's gone out, buddy, but there's been a couple hitters that have had the bat taken out of their hand with no chance of reaching that pitch. And Donaldson is.
Strike 3, Chisholm down looking, ball game over, and the Yankees lose 8-7, and Chisholm arguing his case with Brian Walsh. And he's right, it wasn't a strike. That's a tough way to lose a game. You know, he's saying it's not a strike.
He's right.
Now let's look at it.
And Danny's going to be called down on a thrown out from the dugout. He was hot from earlier in the game. So Espinosa.
I mean, when you're pointing at guys and looking for somebody in the dugout, you just don't usually see that. That's what we used to call having rabbit ears.
Kelly, the pitch. Swing, and I got the wall, and it's gone! Goodbye! Gates!
Brian Knight hangs out to make sure Robinson.
Saying something. Harper's not happy about it. He's pushing Diaz. Watch the elbow.
Right at the top step of the Rockies dugout, shouting, and many of them coaches wearing the hooded warm-up tops. Now the bullpens have emptied. Harper was red hot coming out of that bullpen, or dugout rather.
Toronto, the Blue Jays are hardly put away. Harper, frustrated, flings his bat and his helmet as he stalled earlier in the at-bat that Harper didn't like, as he throws his bat and his helmet in disgust. And then whatever he had to say there to Alex Tosi was the final bell for Harper. Play umpire Alex Tosi with a pretty quick hook for Harper, who flung his bat, flung his helmet, and now has a lot to say as he pushes Paco Figueroa out of the way.
He did not like the
pitch. It's low and in. Ball. Oh, they said he went around. He's going to be out of this game if he keeps this up. He is out of this. I got to tell you, naked eye, he did not. Somebody.
Whoa!
History.
And Bryce Harper wants a piece of Hunter Strickland. Here they go.
Well, defending yourself. And when a guy throws a 100-mile-an-hour pitch at you, I think you have to defend yourself.
Look like Strickland. Strickland lands a punch. Harper lands a punch. Bench is empty.
And that was intentional in my mind.
Here. Castellanos is hit by the pitch, and he is not happy. The benches are going to clear. Harper's already at the mounds. Castellanos has been hit and comes over with Brandon Marsh to move Harper away. The bullpen's.
It doesn't matter. That's what you love right there.
Well, Usain is going to be asked to leave this game. I don't think there's any question about that. The umpires are talking about it right now.
Strike 3 call. Nationals down to their final out.
How did he get? I think it's all Bryce said is that was so bad, and you can say that. And Bryce is saying, I didn't say a word. He was walking back to the dugout. It was over. And I think as an umpire, you got to let it.
Strike 3 call.
You're right again, John.
A little off the plate.
I think they got both balls.
You think they got both balls? I mean, Harp had everything. He had every reason to complain about the pitch to him. But the last one to Reese looked like it was a good pitch, but swing and a miss. Inning is over.
There's some words.
Yep.
Started. And the hesitation right there by Cabert, and
Well, Bryce telling him to throw it. Why you hesitate? It's a ball. It's a strike, but it. And he's saying, what are you looking at? Maybe a little bit in there, but.
Bench is empty. Bullpens came in. Nothing of consequence happened.
And the 2-2. Got it.
And you look at the velocity, you see 92, but it doesn't tell the whole story about Harrison. I mean, he's sneaky.
Fastball hitters do not like that.
Than anything else. And he's down looking on strikes for the first out. 5 strikeouts for Matz. He's not happy with Mark Carlson. I think more about strike 2. Dusty Watkins coming here as well. This is the most heated I think we've ever seen Gabe. That one's out to right center field. Coming on is Reynolds. He dives and he makes the catch.
That thing drops in front of him, gets past him. And you're looking right on the screws. Yeah.
0-1 pitch. Fastball, a called strike.
Wow, Harper's got to be careful.
Miles an hour.
Harper's barking at the home plate umpire, Chris Siegel, and that's actually, you got to admire the umpire's restraint as Harper.
The kick and the pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss. Bryce strikes out and now gets thrown out of the game. Now he lets the home plate umpire hear it. He spikes his bat down and he then goes and points down to where the pitch was. And you kind of saw that coming.
And tossed. He slams down his bat, gets in Chris Siegel's face, and now he's going to further demonstrate where the strike zone is.
If he didn't drive that run in, he wasn't staying.
Harper was very fortunate not to get tossed out of the game.
Bryce thought the pitch was low and took his right hand and fired it down and said that pitch is down. Here's the set of the pitch. Bryce swings and misses at a breaking ball.
Check swing. Ball for. Oh, man. No. He just said he went. And Bryce is not happy. Throw it out. Here comes Rob Thompson.
You know what you hate is he had to peek around.
He had to peek around.
Rob might be gone too. That was absolutely.
And Bryce rips it. Foul.
Bryce went over the corner of the bag, perhaps.
The Phillies, it's been a year and a half. We have not seen Bryce Harper this mad. He has been ejected from the ball game. He had words with Roberto Ortiz, the first base umpire, and it was on the ball that was hit down the right field line, which was called foul. He thought was fair, and then Roberto.
Good pitch. Kohler, that spiked curve that he just digs into
the zone. That tells you the action of it. Harper's not pleased at himself. Watch out. Watch out.
Puig at the plate, and the pitch is at his feet. He leaps in the air trying to get out of the way of it, and I believe it hit him on the foot. And Puig is furious now at Bumgarner, and he would love to have a card on him. And both teams come out and went down like a folding chair, but he was not just folding. He was simmering and then suddenly began to burn over. And by the time he gets up, he's had enough time to go after him as if to say, what are you doing? Gesturing, takes off his. Puig had fire in his eyes when that pitch hit him on the foot, and he is still staring at Bumgarner. Bumgarner did not leave the mound. It's not as if he was going to charge Puig. He was going to stay where he was. Whoa. The Puig is hit by the pitch. His eyes are watering. Ian Kennedy quiet. The Pens go back. Popped a bunt up, and he is hit. And I think Kennedy's thrown out of the game. And now they're liable to get angry after that. Uribe is mixing it up a little bit. He's in the middle. That's Belisario went down on one knee. There's about a little more ready to erupt. Puig is right there. There is Puig hollering at anybody who'll listen, even those who won't. Remember, he was hit in the nose earlier.
And Dietrich admiring that one. He is homered for the second time against the Pirates this year. That one way out of here. First time around. And of course, a pitch comes in at him, and Archer's going to be warned.
Archer apparently has.
Actually, you know, in retrospect, that's really not that bad. That Bell is upset. I'm not sure if he's upset.
These two teams have played each other quite a bit here in the early going, and it's feisty. There's some pushing and shoving. Don't let anybody get hurt now. Whole lot of hullabaloo
of Archer, and then it was him and Cervelli. And it looked like he had been taken out of the mix, and then finally, I don't know who that is. He's making contact. Yeah, I mean, you know, all he's trying to do is keep everything peaceful, and Puig makes contact with him.
I think he hit him on purpose.
All right, they're having to hold back Puig, Contreras, and Rizzo.
I'm not saying Pedro should have drilled him. I'm just saying as a hitter, you have to know that certain actions are going to fire up an opposing pitcher.
Well said. I don't have anything to add to that.
If he gets to the mound, there's not a pitcher in this league. He'll snap your neck.
Well, it's probably the case, but I think we all agree that when a batter gets hit, if they really want to go to the mound, they can get to the mound.
It's a 3-0 pitch, and Strop had been pitching him in earlier. The body language after this one, I think this is what got Strop's attention.
But
I agree with
he doesn't want him. And I'm not suggesting he should go get him. I don't want anybody to misunderstand me here. But all the rest of this is just
Watching on TV, we'll see Puig kind of flip the bat, just throw it away, and it went over the center field wall. And then when Puig rounded third, Bumgarner was on the grass hollering at him, and they finally said to Bumgarner, go back to pitching. Well, if you take that and little chopper, Bumgarner picks it up, can't make a tag, throws to Bell, who makes a great catch. And now what?
They're talking.
Bumgarner was talking to Puig.
And the benches are clearing.
From the moment the play ended, Bumgarner.
Now Bumgarner and Puig are going at it again. And Bumgarner really wants to go get him. Bumgarner's literally trying to shove his way to Puig along the first base line, and somebody said something, and everybody.
There's the chopper. Bumgarner's going to pick it up, throw to first, holler something. Again, he's having a conversation with Puig, and in the middle.
He's just telling him fastball.
I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you right now. The problem is, 1 minute later, you're limping back into the dugout. So
and biting your helmet.
That doesn't really do much good.
One pitch that Puig fouls back. King ball that was kind of up and flat. Puig and Hundley coming together. Hundley shoves him. Puig returns the ball, and the bench is clear. It was actually Puig that delivered the first push. It's nothing offensive to the opposing team. It's just he's just upset with himself. He didn't stare out at Watson. Takes ball one from Urania and takes a couple of steps in his direction. This is not the first time there's been a little bit of extracurricular between the Dodgers and the Marlins this year. You can understand why Puig takes exception today. Puig looks at strike three. Slams the bat down, and he'll get thrown out of the game by Tom Woodring. Let's see. Pretty good pitch.
Pretty doggone good pitch.
Reactions.
And Adrian Gonzalez, the wing.
Strike 3 called. And some words with Kerwin Danley, and he threw him out of the game.
By Kerwin Danley.
And now Puig tosses his bat and his helmet into the batter's box, and David Bell is going to get his money's worth. They are having to pull.
Doing something to cost him a couple of games.